Welcome to Little Pine State Park. Tucked in the mountains of north-central Pennsylvania, these forests and valleys are part of the Allegheny Plateau, where the ancient rock formations beneath our feet were formed over 300 million years ago and have been weathered into the cliffs and boulder fields we see today. The park's mix of hardwood forests, open ridges, and rocky outcrops make it a haven for wildlife, from black bears and eagles to one of its most famous residents, the timber rattlesnake. On this hike, Anna and I set out to explore the rugged trails, discovering the towering stone formations shaped by time, and to our surprise, crossing paths with more than a few rattlesnakes along the way. Join us as we explore the history, beauty, and wildness of Little Pine State Park and the Pennsylvania wilds.
Hi everyone, we're at Little Pine State Park, and it looks like we're the only ones here. There's no one else at the trailhead. Hoping to do a little hiking on a Labor Day weekend. Hoping to see some wildlife. Apparently there's a lot of rattlesnakes here, so hopefully get a cool shot of that. There's some ancient rock formations too, so hopefully we'll get some good footage of that for you.
Yeah, we'll see what we see. So we made it to our first rock formation on this hike, as you can see here. The part of Pennsylvania we're in right now is in like the geological provinces. It's where the deep valley section meets like the glaciated low plateau section on the Allegheny Plateau. So a lot of these rocks were put here, as far as I'm aware, were put here when the glaciers were kind of receding at the end of the last ice age, and they kind of just got deposited on top of some of these steep mountains. It's really neat stuff. I'm not a geologist, so don't quote me on any of this, but that's as far as I'm aware. And it makes really good timber rattlesnake habitat too. So hopefully we'll see one today. And yeah, I haven't really seen too many of them this year, so I'm hoping to see one.
So we just ran into a hiker and his little girl, and they said at the very end of the trail on top of the rock formation is a little rattler curled up, so hopefully it still stays there long enough for us to reach it and get some photos and video of it. So. So we just came across this really cool rock formation. They're like stacked like potato chips. At least that's what it reminds me of.
A view is starting to pop through the trees up here.
Evan spotted some rattlesnakes. So the one he spotted was this little one curled up, and we walked down a little more and we saw this bigger one behind it posted up, and then if you can see it from here, there's a little one under that ledge. But what we have here are two ones in dark phase, black phase I'd say, and then that one down there looks like it was in brown phase. Looks like maybe it came out of yellow phase and might be going into it, but because I see a little bit of yellow on it. But there's definitely a den right here. It looks like that one that's stretched out. It looks like it's the part that's missing might be still in the hole where they just came out of. Yeah, pretty cool. I'm sure there's more right below our feet, so we're not gonna be venturing down because we can't see. But yeah, we're just relaxing next to the rattlesnakes. Maybe we'll have a snack right next to them. So this is pretty cool. This isn't the first time I've seen rattlesnakes personally, but they are beautiful. They are very chill. They're not rattling. I don't think they want to be detected. I think they just want to be like, yo, leave me alone, chill. So yeah, I definitely don't want to provoke them or anything, but just want to watch their beauty. We are pro snake. We're against killing snakes randomly because snakes are very important for rodent populations and such. So
we're probably only 8 feet away from them.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Yeah, but very cool. I'm sure there's more, but right now is the first 3 we've seen on this trail.
The Pine Creek valleys are known to have high populations of rattlesnakes too.
And I think right now the sun's coming out and they're just basking right now, warming up. It's probably gonna go back to his home. Be detected. Yeah, these are not even that big, honestly. I've seen bigger, way bigger ones. By golly, they get thick.
Looks like we found ourselves a chicken of the woods here. They're pretty hard to mistake. The only other look-alike are jack-o'-lanterns, but those have gills on the bottom and tend to grow out of the ground instead of out of trees. This one looks pretty fresh. It's a good-looking chicken. They're a choice edible. Lots of blueberry bushes up here on top of the mountain, but unfortunately it seems like we're a little late to the party. So we finally made it to the top. It was a pretty decent hike up. It got pretty steep, but we've been taking our time, got to see some cool wildlife, lots of rattlesnakes. And fortunately for us, the trail leaves the state park and goes into the adjoining state forest right next door. So that means we can throw the drone up and get some cool shots. In Pennsylvania, it is illegal to fly drones in state parks just to kind of cut down on noise pollution and irresponsible pilots. But if you are outside of the state park, generally you're good, to throw it up there, but always check before you fly. We use the Before You Fly app and also Onyx to kind of keep track of where we're at, and all of those work offline, so we're good to go.
We're taking a little snack break. I brought some little peanut butter crackers. These little fruit and grain bars. I already ate one. And classic Nature Valley Crunchy Oats and Honey Granola Bar. Yum, yum, yum. Never leave trash. Only trash leaves trash. Leave it more beautiful than you came.
You can see we have a steep path ahead of us here.
Get a load of this guy. Gonna freaking die. If we don't have knee problems, I'll have knee problems after this. That was probably the worst of it. The whole time was like a perpetual squat. My legs are shaking. Oh, nothing's not here. Fungi. Oh, fungi.
So we just made it down off the mountain, and we just have to walk the road. We just have to walk the road here back to the car. I think the whole loop is going to be about 5 miles and change, maybe 5.5. It was pretty brutal coming down off that. There was some huge elevation change, and I took a couple spills. Didn't get banged up too bad though, so I think I'm fine. I was able to walk it off, but overall it was a great hike. We're going to do some sightseeing on the way out, but
We got to see our rattlesnakes. Not a whole lot of mammals or anything like that. Saw a pileated woodpecker when we first got here, so that was pretty cool. There's an eagle nest nearby too, so we might be able to see them on our way out, but I'm not sure if they're still in the nest. So, yeah, thanks for coming along. Yeah, you want to get something to eat? I'm exhausted.